Bob Maloney from MyMMAnews.com, and tonight we are talking to Aking DeLeon. Aking is fighting at Art of War 19 coming up July 31st in Feasterville, Pennsylvania. And Aking, I got to see you fight. You're 1-0 in your MMA career so far, and I got to see that fight at Stellar back way before COVID hit, and I remember vicious striking. First, before we even talk about all that, how's life treating you? How you feeling besides fighting and all? How's things going? I know it's been a long delay and a lot of fighters are hungry and thirsty, but how's life been treating you? What's going on, my man?
I mean, life's good. I'm getting married soon, so that's great. Me and my fiance are planning our wedding. We should be getting married February. COVID kind of put some hinders on a couple of things, but everything's moving along smoothly now. Gym wise, everything's back to normal pretty much for my gym now. We're back to training. We got a new location, brand new gym right now. So it's awesome. It's just good to get back into training and working out and just, ready to get back in that cage is what I'm looking for.
Well, listen, as far as getting back into that cage, tell me a little bit about, what did you do growing up? How did you wind up, falling in love, with training, mixed martial arts, and eventually fighting? What was your path into this grueling sport?
It's funny because when I was younger, I actually was bullied. When I was younger, and I was bullied at a young age. And as I got older, I actually moved to Connecticut. When I moved to Connecticut, my dad actually helping me learn to box and stuff like that. And I got a little bit into boxing. I started playing football, started wrestling a little bit. And I just started building that self-confidence with myself. And then when I came back to Delaware, I just kept it going. I kept boxing. I kept training. I got in a little bit of trouble when I was younger. So I wasn't new to fighting. Now it's more a way where I could be proud of doing it versus getting in trouble for it.
Well, you said the gym just moved into a new location. Tell me about, your fight team, the name of your school and your coaches and fill us in on that.
So currently we moved to from Albee Drive now to 200. I'm not 100% sure the address, but the gym is called Triple Threat Combat Sports. Same thing. We have a website. It's ttcsbjj.com. Our new owner is Dave Goff. He actually trained in the gym also. He just took over. We still have the same black belts. We have 4 black belts instructors there. We have my coaches actually trained me for the fight. We have Kevin Green, Ed, and Brad. It's amazing. We also have Chris Melly. Those 4 black belts, they get me right in every little aspect. Some wrestling, some footwork, some jiu-jitsu. So I get a little bit of everything from all of those black belts that we have there at that school. Well, currently, I'm the only fighter right now that actually is fighting, but we have a lot of people there that do competition, the BJJ competitions and stuff like that, grappling industries and all that stuff.
Well, listen, from what I do remember being, ringside for your fight at Stellar, I know first of all, you were definitely a very good athlete, and you struck violently. So it's good to hear that, you have a lot of jiu-jitsu influences around you, because you want to be well-rounded. I know that your striking is definitely a strong point, but that's great. But you want to be well-rounded. So
correct.
Tell me a bit about jiu-jitsu. Is there a belt system there? What color are you or anything, or how does that go there?
There is a belt system. I am fairly new. I'm just currently a white belt right now. It goes white, then I believe it's blue next, and then brown. I'm still a white belt. I'm still new to it. That's really like not my focus, but like that's where I'm getting most of my challenges from, because I'm not used to it. It's something new to me. But man, it's a workout. It's a full body workout. It's fun. I mean, I roll with 2 hours with guys, just going back to back, and then if something happens where they get a better hand on me, I just learn from my mistakes and I adapt and I keep it going.
That's great, man. That's great. Like I said, I'm sure that you're helping other people improve too, because I know, like I said, when you're in there, and a lot of times, athleticism helps you a ton. I mean, yes, you want your technique, but you also strength and speed is a huge part of it. Let's talk about that. Kadir Pratt is your opponent. Do you know anything about him? Tell me, your preview of this fight. What do you see happening? And what do you think of your opponent?
I think this fight is going to be a great fight. I think it's going to be, it's going to be nice and epic. I mean, I think it's going to get a lot of attention. I hear that he's a great wrestler and has great groundwork. I seen his video briefly a couple of times. I'm not a big fan of watching other people's videos, stuff like that. So, but I heard that he had some monster takedowns, in his last fight, and he was very aggressive and stuff like that. So, I'm just trying to work my game more than anything. I want to try to see what I could do to control the situations and stuff like that. So I just want to bring forward what I could, my attributes. That I worked some wrestling stuff in there. We had some guys come down from Virginia Tech. We had a couple of wrestlers. I even had Nick Mancini, and me and him even went in it. He came in, he helped with my wrestling a little bit. Dude's great when it comes to BJJ and wrestling, man. He's a good dude, and he came out and even came to help me for my camp for this fight coming up.
Yeah, Nick Mancini he's legitimate. There's no doubt about it. He's terrific, and he definitely, when you're talking about getting down on the ground, he knows how to get down on the ground. So that's great.
Exactly.
That you want to train. Listen, you want to train with the best. You know what I mean? You want to challenge yourself. So once again, we're Aking DeLeon, and he is fighting at Art of War 19. It's fight week for him. How's your? Do you have a big weight cut? What's going on? How do you feel that way? Do you have a weight cut this week much, or what's your schedule for the week? I know fight week you're really not sparring hard because you don't want to get injured. So and being new in this sport, really, and cutting weight a lot of times is one of the most difficult things for fighters. How you making out with that?
As far as my weight, that's been good for like the past month. Like yesterday, I went to New York. I had 3 slices of New York pizza. I'm good at weight. I'm eating fine. I mean, like today, I just had burgers. As far as the weight cutting, that's never been a big deal for me. I know wrestlers do. Like I've wrestled in high school, and I cut that weight like that. It's not for me. I'm actually a chef by trade. That's like what I do for a living. So I cook every day. I cook for elderly people. I work in a nursing home. I run my kitchen. So I eat very well, healthy, vegetables, stuff like that. Like I'm always very good on my diet. And then I'm working out a lot. So I really don't have a cut or nothing like that. I'm just coasting through. We're doing some light pad work, stuff like that, just for this last week. But we just ended our big day last Thursday. So right now it's just waiting for fight week. Weight's fine, everything's good. Just ready to get in there.
Do you do much weight work? Because I see you moving, and I'm seeing like these biceps there. I'm like, damn, this dude's a little bit jacked. And I do remember, like I said, you have a hell of a physique. Do you do much work with weights, or is it you just do push-ups? How do you maintain your peak physical form?
So it depends. I have a lot of different guys that I got guys outside the gym that I grew up with, some in the military and stuff like that. So like I get to work out with them sometimes, and they push me a little bit further in the gym. I do a lot of calisthenics, just push-ups, sit-ups, stuff like that. I run a lot. I'm a very physical person. I like to stay physically active. But I do love the gym. It's just something about lifting weights or even rolling at the mat. It's calming, it's soothing, it just helps me relax and everything like that. Like, that picture, when I sent it, it was like the first time. I think I was like 165 my first fight. I was supposed to be 170, and I was at 165 when I weighed in. I was way below weight, and this time I'm trying to be right at the even mark. So I'm not eating too healthy right now.
There you go. Well, listen, hey, can give out some shout outs or some love to somebody, maybe somebody who's buying tickets, any sponsors, the people that are going to be screaming and rooting for you to have your arm raised in victory at Art of War.
Well, I got a lot of friends, families that are coming out to the fight. Surprisingly, I'm surprised a lot of people actually come to supporting and stuff like that. So I want to give a shout out to all of them, and I want to say thank you for all of them coming. I want to say shout out to my gym, Triple Threat, for the hard Shark Tanks and training these past few months, just getting ready for the fight and everything like that. Definitely my coaches, Kevin and Ed, for getting me ready and getting my footwork. I also want to give a shout out to another coach. He actually, the owner, MVJ, Greg Pritchett, worked with him. He was a great guy. He helped me out a little bit, gave me some pointers. All those wrestlers, Nick Mancini, Tom, all of them that came down to get me situated on that part. Of course, my fiance for, giving me all the support and everything outside of the gym and helping me there.
Get her name in there. You better get her name in there.
My fiance, Cindy Carrillo. So
okay.
Cindy DeLeon.
I don't want you to be the doghouse.
I won't be the doghouse. But yeah, I just want to say thank everybody that's going to take the drive. It's an hour and a half drive for us from Delaware to come out there. But I got a good crowd with me. I should have a good cheering team behind me when I get in that cage. So it should be fun.
All right, my man. Have a great fight week. Best of skills and best of luck to you. I will see you at weigh-ins and then again in the cage. It's a pleasure. Thank you for working hard and following your dreams and nothing but the best. And we will talk to you very soon.
Thank you, man. See you out of war, man.
You got it.